Alright, welcome back for the second half of the games. First half didn't go so well this time. Game 1 was a bit my fault. Punted a bit there. But Game 2 we kind of just got hosed by an anti-Shimmerpack that splashed Shadow to break the mirror, basically for Plague and Annihilate. Alright, let's talk about this hand real quick. Once again, we have turn 1 Initiate, which is great, and 2 power. Plus we have a Temple Scribe to help find the third power, and if our Initiate lives, we have Acolyte to find the third power and to find us Primal for our Permafrosts. And we have Permafrost for early defense, so that hand, once again, is a great keep. No need to redraw this. Which is generally something that happens quite a lot with this deck. It has really good opening hands. There's some hands you want to redraw that are too clunky and slow, but other than that, this deck produces very good and consistent opening hands. You don't need to redraw a lot and risk getting bad redraw hands. The redraw might seem free, but it's always better if you don't have to redraw in the first place, because the redraw could still be like 4 or 5 power and some high cost cards, and then you have no recourse because you can't redraw anymore and probably lose the game. So maximizing the chances of getting it right on the first try, to not rely on the random redraw, is the best plan. And yeah, as you saw, I didn't attack because he had links, most likely, and he did. Now we play our own links. Bit awkward to draw all these removal in the mirror. I think we can actually just do that here, just because there's not a lot Permafrost can do in this matchup. And that way we can apply some pressure, start racing, deal 5. Get some use out of the thing we have. And this is actually like usually the biggest unit after Sandstorm Titan, and Sandstorm Titan we can't Permafrost, so might as well Permafrost the links here. Alright. If he is on Disciple, which I didn't know, then this guy is the second best Permafrost target, not links. But against the Displacer versions, it's basically a push between links and Displacer being the second best Permafrost target. I think we get to attack with this and this. And Polymorph is basically the deck's best answer to an opposing Titan. Which is part of why there's 2 in the deck, because Wasp is not always that reliable in getting rid of a Titan, especially if it's a defensive Titan, and Polymorph is the only like definitive answer to a Titan that's not attacking. Alright, so we have Shimmerpack power, but we have no Shimmerpack, no party, and no obelisk, which is awkward against our opponent having better units drawn and an obelisk. But yeah, I think with Rakano by far being the most played deck, a friend of mine showed me his stats over 200 games at like higher level, and it was almost 26% Rakano, and the second most played deck was at around 11%, which I think was Shimmerpack even. So yeah, 26%, like every 4th deck you play is Rakano, so planning for them with Displacer makes a lot of sense, because I think Rakano is one of the better decks against Shimmerpack, if they run enough plates. Alright, we gotta pass again and hope to finally draw something meaningful. And yeah, Disciple is not that impressive against Rakano, because all their quick draw units just laugh at your Death Touch Scorpion, and the rest is just random turtles that don't really matter much. If he attacks here, gonna trade Wasp for Wasp. Whoa, that is rough. But yeah, that's what I talked about, what Crystallize can do for you in this matchup. And we keep getting outdrawn in Shimmerpack style mirrors. Let's see if we can salvage this somehow. Time to trade before he hits his 8th power drop. I mean, even a Titan would be great. Nope. Nothing. No Titan, no party, no obelisk, not even a Shimmerpack. And the opponent has Shimmerpack, of course. I mean, what can you do in a mirror match if the opponent has everything and you have nothing? But I guess that happens. Let's just hope he gets punished by good Recano players for his deck building choices and eventually changes it. This once again is a pretty keepable hand. Can play this depleted turn 1, turn 2 this and start building up our power. It's a pretty solid hand. It's not a great hand, but it's definitely better than a random redraw. We could even turn 1 initiate if we drew one off the top, so... Probably another Shimmerpack. Or Combre? Nope, Shimmerpack. Lots of Shimmerpack. Time to play some Recano again, I guess. Especially if they are on Disciples and not on Displacers. Even better. I think I'd like to draw cards better here. Because we already have power next turn and we'll have to find some more action first and keep this guy from attacking. Nice. So now I think I'm gonna keep this to threaten a double block on the Sandcrawler. There you go. Called it. It's good to trade our links against the Sandcrawler. What's with all these Marisen's Disciples all of a sudden again? Really need to play my Recano list and probably add a 3rd plate. Because plate is like the best thing against Shimmerpack. And False Prince, that's weird. But okay. As you please. Seems kind of silly to polymorph a False Prince though. But I guess that's what it's gonna boil down to. And once again we kind of get outdrawn, but what can we do? To see how it like turned into a frog twice. I guess it's like very convincingly a frog now. No blocks. Frogged so hard it's never gonna be anything else again. Ever. Sure, he has party. Well, at least we managed to draw our party as well. I think we're gonna counter party and just hope that we don't get Shimmerpacked again. We probably will. Or Obelisked. Which is about as bad. Kind of silly how we get outdrawn all the time. Guess gotta like block here, double block here, and basically be kind of dead already. Because his scouting party trades with our entire board and leaves him with a 2 true and a drawn card. That's absurd. Yeah, and we draw more power. Great. Yeah. Just keep on throwing out more power there. Why not? Yeah, he's even good enough to not attack with this guy, because otherwise I would have eaten it and traded with another guy. That way all I can do is like do this and eat a lot of damage. And basically have no way to recover anyway. We are dead. Let's do one more and then we are done here. These draws are really mocking me. Sorry if these games are not the best showcase of the deck, but that's sometimes how it goes. There's variance in the game, and especially if you play mirror matches, there's always the chance to get punished. I think this hand is too weak. It's basically 5 power and 2 mediocre cards, so I'm gonna redraw this, hoping for like 3 power and some more business. Yep, that's a really great redraw actually. Yeah, I think Lynx is probably better here. And we are up against Lynx again. So another mirror, but this time we have a hand that is less likely of getting outdrawn. And attack. Let's see if we can at least repay him this time. This looks nice. Shiny initiate is pretty sweet. Like some subtle magic going on there. Alright. I think we can safely attack with our Lynx again. This time we are outdrawing the opponent. He's color screwed and just floods a bunch of random turtles on the board, just like we did before, basically. This guy is shiny in a bit of a weird way, but whatever. Alright, let's find the power. No power, but that's a great draw, especially against his hand. So as long as we manage to find any power next turn, we are in good shape. We can just blow him out, basically. So yeah, if we draw our 5th power next turn, the game should be over. Or he draws Obelisk before we get there. That's a bit disappointing. I mean, it's still gonna be good, but it's a bit disappointing. Gonna shut down this guy and then attack with... Do I even want to attack here? I think with the Crystallize we don't want to attack here. Especially because this can happen as well. And the Crystallize should still kind of win us the game. We draw the power card. And Titan, that's frustrating. Permafrost on his Lynx. And it looks like we might have outdrawn once again. Like when we have these draws that he had, we just never find Titan, and Obelisk can just sit on all these small turtles and he just gets it all after a little stumble in the beginning. Gotta block that way. And lose once again. Yeah, it's definitely not my day with Shimmerpack, apparently. And once again, no power. But yeah, I mean, that's how it goes. You can't control how these games go. Sometimes you just have all the bad draws in the world and lose, no matter what you do. There's Womp. Scouting party? No. I mean, why not add insult to injury? Yeah, I think bouncing this is probably the best thing we can do here. That's another nice thing about Displacer. You can rebuy your scribes, permafrosted units, acolytes to find land and stuff. There's a couple of nice things Displacer can do for you if there's nothing good to bounce on your opponent's turn. Finally the 5th power, way too late, and not gonna matter anymore probably. Yeah, we are so dead again. Not sure why he's attacking so conservatively, but we'll take it. That gives us at least some shot to maybe make something out of this. Probably not, but who knows. Can at least try now. But yeah, we probably just have to jump with our scouting parties and lose horribly. Yeah. Getting snowballed to death. So basically have to block 3 and then kind of have no outs. Yeah, that's it. Alright. That went horribly, but as you saw in the games, we just drew fairly poorly deeper into the game. Like, our opening hands were always pretty good, but our draw steps were miserable, while our opponents, even if they stumbled, managed to get everything they need and just overwhelmed us. That's sometimes how it goes. I hope you still enjoyed this series as much as the last ones, even though it was a bit downtone due to how poorly my draws were in the games. But yeah, that's something that can be a problem with Shimmerpack, because you have a lot of low impact cards and a couple of high impact cards that make your low impact cards good, and if you don't draw your high impact cards, all you have is a bunch of turtles and you're gonna get overrun by whatever your opponent is doing. While the deck is definitely a top deck and it's really good, that's one of the things that I don't like as much about it, and why I'm not playing it as often, and usually prefer other top decks over it. But yeah, it's still a great deck. As you saw, a lot of the games we lost to other Shimmerpacks that just outdrew us. And the deck is definitely strong. Feel free to pick it up and give it a try. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If you found it interesting, informative and or helpful, please like and subscribe and follow me on social media for future videos and updates. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.